Kind of getting a late start. It's May 9th. It'll be the 8th day of working on the house. There's the pool, and there's my cave-in. Oh, so cute. But it's a beautiful sunny day here in Japan. It's, about 10:30. So just to recap, today I'm going to try to tackle the bathroom. And these are the colors I picked for the paint. So the green, pink, blue, and a white for the ceiling. Because the bathroom already has green, blue, pink. Oh, I haven't opened up that door yet. Still got the steel shutter. But I need to tear off the wallpaper. Tear off the wallpaper, and I don't know. Then I bought some spackle and drywall mud. Go around and fix it the best I can, wherever there is damage. Probably leaving on the trim in this one. Keep it different from the rest of the house. Probably paint that. But after the tile dried, it doesn't look quite as bright as it did yesterday. But that's my short 2-minute video of this room. I got to start on it. I want to kick it out today. At least get the walls prepped and ready for paint, and this door. I'll probably paint it white, maybe. But I have to change the lock because the only room in this house that doesn't have a lock is the bathroom, which is kind of silly to me. And I might not paint the ceilings because I might use the white paint just as a primer because the ceilings are plastic. Both of them are. Alright, well, I'm going to get started. So I did chop saw. Oh, we'll do grinder at the end. Ooh, grinder. Table saw. Well, taking down the wallpaper took much longer than I had expected. There was a couple things that happened, some damage in some spots where it pulled the paper off. And it pulled all the way down to the drywall and pulled the drywall paper off. And I'm thinking though, because I did a primered wall, so just to see how the paint goes, I got the toilet to work. It was clogged, and it's got some stains that I found with a razor blade will come right off, and maybe I'll try to find an easier way. So I don't know if I'm going to spackle first. Definitely caulk last, because I'm going to have these cool white lines dividing the room up. But I got this one wall painted. I don't know if you can see, but like the drywall underneath bubbled out. So I don't know, I'm going to come back with a sander. So this is just one quick coat. Just to see how the paint took to the wall. And it peeled it. And there's lots of little holes from pinholes and whatnot. And that I'll have to be going through and fixed. But it seemed to have peeled the paint. Like it bubbled up when the water hit it. So I think I might have to go around and wash all the walls off first. Try to get as much of the paper that is loose to come loose with water. Because some areas peeled and some areas, and I don't think after I get it painted that it'll be the same. So I'm going to sand this wall down and then repaint it. Well, there's a 2-minute clip of me getting out the wallpaper. It was a real bitch. Yeah, I'll fix it. Alright. Bye-bye. My junky broken stereo. But it gets radio. Well, it's May 10th. The 9th day of deconstruction. Yesterday I had stripped off the wallpaper on the walls and some small problems. But then I did a test of the white paper, and I don't know how well this camera picks it up, but it had bubbled out on me, right? In some area, I don't know how well it picks it up, but some of these areas had bubbled up. But now, like when the paint dried, it shrunk the paper and it's stuck. So I'm going to prime the whole room. I mean, you can see it right even here. I'm going to prime the whole room and let it dry, and then go around and fix all the holes. Because it turned out really nice. You know, all the imperfections that happened when I was tearing off the paper. But first prime it all, then fix the primed areas, and then I think I'm done. Lovely chop saw. Well, it's 2:30, and I got the walls coated, and I got to get going. I got class I have to go to. Oops, sorry about that. So I got the walls coated in the spackle I bought isn't spackle. It's got sand in the, what do you call it? Sand in the spackle. So it's not spackle. It's not drywall mud. So I'm gonna probably put another coat of this stuff on because it'll hide the imperfections in the walls. I'm gonna caulk the joints, so don't have to worry about it. But it came out pretty nice. It's just uneven in some spots. So I'm going to do it again. There's some dents in the walls that, you know, if I get another coat, it'll highs and low spots. So the highs and lows. I think I put another coat on, it'll hide the imperfections even more. And then lightly sand it. And then see, like some areas are very heavy and some areas are very smooth. So I'm going to do it again. The whole thing, one heavier coat. I did it pretty thin. And today I'll try to remember to turn off the lights. Close the windows. Well, that's it for my 1.5 minute video of the new white walls. Well, it's May 11th. I've finally textured the bathroom. I'm starting to strip off this wallpaper. It comes off very easily with the water. And it's a nice wooden door, but I think I'm still going to paint it. Maybe. I don't know. It's a nice wooden door, but you know, I went over on the stain. So maybe paint it. So I got the room textured. I don't know how well the camera picks it up. But I think it looks nice. It will look nice when it has a coat of paint on it. I textured it and then I sanded off the texture. The trick I used to use for the trashy houses in America. But yeah, I got this wallpaper off in the, where there's a sink here, and I guess just to wash your hands. Got all the wallpaper off. So the next thing to tackle is peeling off this wallpaper and then fixing the holes. I'm gonna have to buy some mud, and you can see the wall moves because I use nails, not screws. And if you fill that gap with mud, it'll pop the mud out. Oh yeah, and I cut out the electric box. They have 3 extra switches that aren't being used. And then all this frickin' wiring that goes everywhere. One goes over there, one goes over there, one goes over there. Don't understand why they, or how they wired this building. What were they thinking? I mean, what were they thinking when they built it? What were they thinking when they wired it? Because wires go over beams, wires go under beams. I still got to figure out, I still got to figure out how to, I want to beam this whole house out. Take a beam all the way down the whole wall. Take out all of these walls in the house. But tomorrow I should have a coat of paint, or maybe Sunday. I should have a coat of paint on the bathroom, and then maybe finish the hand washing room. Alright, here's a 2-minute video, 2.5 minute video. Well, it's May 14th. I haven't taken a video in a couple days, so I wanted to do a short video. I got all the, well, that's the wallpaper paper off this area, and washroom. Seems it's having a problem focusing, but anyway, I got this room recaulked. I had started painting and I realized that the acrylic or the caulk that I was using doesn't take paint. So I'd started painting and realized it didn't work. So I had to scrape off all the caulk and recaulk everything. In this short little video, just showing the progress of just this one room. I'm going to paint all the trim to white. Yukari talked me into it. I'm going to prime it with the white I have and then put a gloss on top of it because all I have is a white flat. So, short little video. Texture turned out pretty nice. It hides all the imperfections because the drywall wasn't like this drywall. The seams, they didn't fill the nail holes. So in this room I didn't fill the nail holes, I just filled the whole wall. Well, short little video. Oh, and I figured out what I'm going to do with this wall. This wall I'm probably going to put a shelf and keep the wall because it keeps the structure here and I don't have to take it down. Up there I'm going to head it out with one 4x4 and span. This 4x4 here is long enough. This 4x4 here is long enough to span this distance. So I'm going to take this 4x4 out and span this distance with that 4x4 and remove this wall, but keep one single pole. And that should work, hopefully. I think it will. I don't know. So I'm going to take out and then remove all this concrete, move all that concrete, and keep this concrete and keep this wall and make it a shelf so I keep this structure here. And Yukari wants this area here to be for the moms to sit. So it gives a nice little area for them to, I mean, they'll have power and they can plug their phones in and whatnot. All right, the end. Turn on the radio, have fun. Oh, and it's a beautiful sunny day. You can see the pool. Beautiful sunday. You can hear the kids playing at the tennis courts. Bye-bye.